Welcome to the Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul. Your dynamic host and founder, Sue Lundquist, will bring you her own intuitive talents and gifts for co-creating, healing, and teaching. Her show, The Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul, is focused on bringing you to a higher place each week where you can leave the hustle of life at the door. So pull up a chair and join us for The Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul.
Oh, here we go. Hey, hello. Good morning, Benny.
Good morning, Sue.
Are you having a great day? It's Tuesday.
It is a wonderful day already, yes.
Yes. So how's the traffic out there? I didn't catch it. Are
Pretty
we
busy.
good to go? Is it busy?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest, my friend. It's beautiful. It's sunny. It's gorgeous. It's blue skies. It's green grass. I don't know about you, but I love the smell of fresh green grass. You, Benny?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
'Cause,
And motorcycle fuel?
No, I haven't had that in quite a few years. Remember, I sold mine a while back.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bring it up.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, bring it up. Now I'm going to cry.
I'm sorry.
Cry.
No.
It's fine.
Well, we got lots happening today. I got to
Mhm.
remind everybody that we're taking calls and just have patience with us and for Benny too, because Nadine and myself were both in our own zoo. And we say that lovingly because we're both doing this from our home office today. Nadine is in her home office in Canada, and I'm in my home office in the Pacific Northwest because I am getting ready to leave for Spain today and go help Dr. Joe and his amazing Acephalon team heal and teach people how to break the habit of being themselves and meditation and all of that. And I want to remind all of you all of you have been seeing my posts about Dr. Joe, and you guys are so curious, and I love it about all my travels and what I'm doing, and that curiosity is super juicy. So just go to drjoedispenza.com. I am absolutely blessed and honored to be a part of his team leadership. Sometimes you hear me talk about team leadership or activity leadership, and you'll have to just come and visit and see what I mean by that. I've got a team of people, but then there's this special activity that we all take part in as well. So please go to drjoedispenza.com and get more information about his 2019 and 2020 week-long retreats. And also he's traveling the world doing some weekend and public speaking as well. So simply go to drjoedispenza.com and see what information you can find out. And of course, YouTube and get all the free goodies there. So you are joining us. It's Sue, and it's the Gratitude Cafe. We are going to take calls today. So yeah, like I said earlier, please have patience. Benny's going to take calls as quick as possible, but I'm going to give you that phone number. It's 1-888-298-5569. Again, 1-888-298-5569. And it's myself and Nadine. Good morning, Nadine.
Good morning.
How are you and your zoo?
Oh my goodness. I just want to apologize in advance.
Yes, you and me both. You and me both.
I have a snoring bulldog in my bed. I'm in my bed. Because this is my most favorite place. This is my most favorite place to do readings from. I am telling you, I love it. I have my snoring bulldog and I have my cats all around me, and they will all just be quiet, is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, well, that's perfect because you're surrounded by love, right?
I am totally surrounded by love. And you know what I was thinking? I love the sound of the birds in the background. I was like, oh, we should always have the birds in the background.
Oh, yeah, Benny could cue that up. Benny, yeah. So today
it's already happening. Do you not hear that?
I don't hear them.
That's what I think Nadine's referring to. Don't you
Yeah,
have birds
that's
in
what
her
I'm talking
background?
about, is your beautiful.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I've got sound canceling headphones on, and you guys are picking up the mic. So, and I've got the window open, but I love birds, and it's springtime.
Yeah,
so
keep it coming.
Keep it coming, sisters. Come on, brothers and sisters. Sing away, sing away. All right, so it is the Gratitude Cafe. It's Sue Lundquist and Nadine and the wonderful superstar Benny, my producer. New thoughts, new perspective, new ideas. It's a new you. And that's why you're here. You're joining us on the radio show. This is going to be the last part. It's April 1st, it's April 2nd, but the first part of April. And I'm going to be encoring the show on the 9th and the 16th. Benny and I are working on that right now. And then I will have the 23rd and 30th. I've got some special guests coming on the 30th. It's actually Ainsley McLeod. You guys have heard him. He's an international bestseller, an incredible person. He's actually lives here in the Pacific Northwest, but he's launching his new book. So I'm excited to bring him on. And Nadine and I'll talk about the 23rd. But besides all of that, I want to remind you of a few things. Of course, I talked to you guys about Dr. Joe Dispenza, his events, his books, all of that. And of course, Josh Parkinson with Resonate Brand. Now, Resonate Brand helps you build beautiful mobile-friendly websites, but more importantly, they help you build a web strategy that helps your business attract new customers, grow following, and get higher in the search listings. And if you want to create an online course or membership that sells automatically without you lifting a finger, they can help you build and sell that too. So please, you guys, this is your call to action. Contact Resonate Web Leadership for a free consult to see what options they have for you. Go to www.resonateWeb.agency. Tell Josh and his team Sue Lundquist sent you over. You guys will start seeing a bunch of new emails and some really exciting new news happening from my side. And that's a lot in part with Josh and my whole business team, and we're launching some incredible things. Speaking of which, we've got the Craziness to Clarity last live event in May, and I say last because I'm not sure that I'm going to be doing any more Facebook live events. And if you want to jump on that, that starts May 1st. I highly recommend getting your spot. Just go to SueLundquist.com and there'll be a little flash up screen that pops up. If that's not something you want to do and you want to do some one-on-one coaching, please go ahead and go to SueLundquist.com. I hear a bunch of tickle tacking in the back. Nadine,
I'm
is
so
that you?
sorry.
All right,
Usually I'm in my office. Usually I'm in my office. I didn't have to get it. I'm just not with it today.
Yeah. We're going to have a good time anyway. So let me get back to the coaching. So there's one-on-one coaching, of course. Let's start with a 15-minute free, let's get to know you kind of conversation. See if we're a good match. It's not a sales call. Let's just see what good I can bring to your life. Yes, that too. But that sounded really cheesy. But what I'm trying to say is let's just have a conversation. Let's get to know each other. And if I'm not the right fit, I've got plenty of people in the old Rolodex I can offer. There's different ways to work with me and also obtaining the tools for an inner mindset. And that is the Craziness Clarity Live event, coaching. We've got 4 sessions that focus. It's called the accountability session. And literally it's 4 high focus sessions with me, and I'm just holding you accountable for one thing you want to obtain. And of course, there's the membership, online membership that you can do. And what we're launching is the virtual class. And you will be watching your email soon. And my team actually sent you guys out an email because we want your opinion on some things. So make sure that you look at your email and answer those questions because it's so important. So if you're looking for mindset tools, if you're in burnout, if you're snapping at coworkers, if you're snapping at family members, if you're, and I don't know, if you're scared, if you're, in isolation, all of that stuff, let's have a conversation. Let's get you back to confidence and wealth and vitality. I know that the clients that I've worked with, I just had one triple their income. That was huge. I've had another that went from corporate world to entrepreneurship and is completely thriving. So there's lots of opportunities out there on the other side of that fear and the other side of that inner dialogue that's holding you back. So let me help you to get that going. Also, Nadine, my book is being edited, so we're getting so close. So hopefully by the time I get back from Spain, it will be almost done and we'll be launching it.
Oh my goodness.
That know.
Is so exciting.
I'm so excited. We're probably going to do pre-sales.
Spirit's been bugging you for that. So that's awesome.
I know, totally. And you've been reminding me, so thank you. Oh, and of course, you guys know I love my traveling and transformational travel. So if you were listening to us in Spain, Mexico City, Vancouver, Canada, all over the world. I know we've got Switzerland. I'd love to come and speak. I would, even if it's in Portland and Seattle too. I just love what I'm doing and want to help you guys create a better fulfilled life as well. So let's rock and roll. Miss Nadine, how are you, darling? What's coming up?
I'm wonderful. I was just, as I was listening to you, so I heard Spirit say, this right directly to me, I heard them say, anyone who's listening today that has people on the other side that come as birds. So if there's anybody that comes as birds as a sign from your loved ones, so pay attention to the bird sounds, because that's for you, everybody out there. So Spirit's coming through in the masses today. That's how I feel, like they're coming in the masses. And even with, if they hear the cat meow or they hear anything like that, that again is just another message from any cats that they've lost on the other side. So that's what Spirit just told me, is that it's a beautiful thing, and it's to remind people of their loved ones. So,
oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so earlier this week, Lexi had surgery, and Scooter, our cat, who crossed over a few, I've lost track of time, a few years ago, but he was my firstborn son. And he literally, he popped up. One, we haven't seen pictures of him for a long time. And then of course, the day that we're driving for Lexi's surgery, it was Lexi's buddy as well, pops up on my screen as a reminder. And like the Facebook stuff. Oh, this happens. Yeah. And I went, oh, look, Lexi, it's Scooter saying he's with you and he loves you. I know.
It's crazy how, like, Facebook or social media or even the television, it's funny how, or the radio, how Spirit can come through it with signs like that, right? All of a sudden, something will pop up to remind you about that person, or to remind you, am I on the right track, or anything like that, right? If you're aware of them, you can see it everywhere.
Absolutely. And I think that's a really good message for everybody, because if you're wondering where Spirit is, or if you're wondering where the messages are, Spirit can manipulate energy and, the littler creatures of the world, the dragonflies, the butterflies, but energy more specifically, like radio frequencies or TV. So if you happen to be thinking about Spirit and, or, contemplating a situation in your life, listen for the messages. And Nadine and I've talked about this before. For me, and the way I language it, okay, Spirit, I promise you that I will slow down enough and be aware enough to hear the messages, because they're just subtle, beautiful little messages that come through. So you've got to have that heightened awareness for when they come through. And then when they do, thank them and say, yes, I'm open to these loving messages, and thank you so, so much. Right, Miss Nadine?
Absolutely. And to believe with all your heart that that's real, because it is.
Yes.
Like, whatever you're feeling is like, if it reminds you of them, that's a visitation.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? It's another example that I don't know if we've ever talked about it on the air, but I'm going to mention it because it's been happening a lot to my family lately. So I think we spoke about before how I lost my husband this summer. Mm-hmm. And my daughter lost her father, but we've been seeing him around town, and it's
I got goosebumps.
I know, but it's crazy because we'll look, and you kind of look, and you're like, you see them, and then I do a double take kind of, and it's a different person. It's a different person.
Wow.
It's a real life human person, but for a split second there, I see them fully. Like one time, like we were in Walmart the other day. Walmart, I love Walmart.
Yes.
We were in Walmart, my daughter and I, and two separate occasions. We were separated, like shopping separately. She saw her dad, and I saw him too.
Oh.
At the same time, and I was like, oh my goodness. But so when you see somebody in a store or walking down the street, and you kind of get that, whoa, I just saw my dad, or I just saw.
Oh yeah.
That, but then they change. That is them. That is them.
Yep. 100. I absolutely believe that. I saw my dad the other day. I'm like, oh, Dad, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a weird double take kind of thing where you go, whoa, or either when you see somebody that, I always see my dad, I'll see somebody walking, because my dad was a cowboy. So whenever I see like somebody in Wranglers who's kind of like built like him, yes, I'll just think, oh, there's my dad. Right. And that's also a message. And we've never really talked about that before.
Oh, that's
that they can come like that
beautiful.
as well. So just to pay attention, like whenever you get that thought of them, or whenever you think you see them or feel them or smell them, that, that's how they communicate. You don't have to be a medium or a psychic to get all those messages from spirit. They come through all the time.
Absolutely, and I love it. What's been going on with you with readings?
Oh,
How's that? What's been coming up for you other than art?
other than art, I've been doing tons and tons of art. But for my readings, what's been coming up a lot for me is people going through marriage difficulties.
Oh, yes.
Separation, divorce, worrying about the kids, worrying if they're going to ever meet someone again. So that's been a huge theme. This past, couple of weeks, that's been the theme. And it's funny how when I'm working with spirit, that things will come in themes like that.
Yes, we noticed that here on the radio show too.
Yes, absolutely. So so the last couple of weeks has been, lots of families going through separation and divorce and wondering if they're going to meet someone else. And so it's hard. Like it's such a hard thing as a psychic, to even say like, this is what I'm getting. And, ultimately the decision is yours, but these are things that could be in your favor. And having been through a separation before,
intimately too.
Yeah, I've been through that. I've been through custody. I've done all that. So it's probably another reason why it comes to me. Just like how I lost my husband, how he took his own life. So then my readings I get a lot of people who've lost somebody that way. So because spirit speaks to us through our own memories and through our own experiences a lot of the time. So, the more we can relate to our clients, the better it is. And that's also an important message. Like for you, Sue, when you're coaching and stuff, you're so relatable because you're so open and honest with what you've been through, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, it's one thing to be professional, but you also have to let people understand, like, we're human. We all go through, experiences that are hard. And it's okay to share those hard experiences with others because there's a comfort level in that.
Yeah, and there's also, and I love what you're saying because it's that vulnerability. It's one, feeling safe enough to feel vulnerable. So if that's something that's currently not in your life, then look around and see where you can change that, because I think that is so fundamentally important. You've got to be able to feel safe enough in your environment or your relationship or the people that you're with, so you can be vulnerable and you can lose it if you need to, or lose it meaning completely cry or throw a tantrum, whatever it is, without any judgments. I think that's really important.
Absolutely.
That vulnerability is so key.
Well, right. And the work that we do, we're holding that space for people to be their most vulnerable and to, share with us if they want or don't want. But especially I find for me, when I'm speaking to people who've crossed over, that's a really vulnerable place to go. So it's really important that, you do it with such integrity and such honesty. And that's one thing I live by. So any other psychic mediums out there, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be honest, and don't answer questions that you're not getting the answer to. That's another one.
Oh my gosh.
And
I always stress
can I interrupt
that.
and we can maybe prove some of that to some of our callers who've been waiting patiently?
Oh my gosh, yes, Benny, I'm so sorry. Yes, please.
That's all right.
Thank you, love.
Yeah, you're welcome. So let's start out. Tim's calling in from Mexico. Hi, Tim. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Tim. This is Sue. Please meet Nadine.
Hi, Nadine. How are you?
I'm good. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
And do you have a specific question, love?
I don't really have a specific one. I'm just sort of in a big moment of transition and seeing if there was any. I'm living in Mexico at the moment, and I'm just seeing if there's a couple different possibilities, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed by them all at this moment.
Ooh, sounds like somebody needs some clarity. Miss Nadine, I mean, I know I can help you on that from a practical 3D standpoint. Nadine, what are you, and just FYI, before you even got on the phone, I decided, because it's kind of an animal theme, that I'd pull from my animal deck. And before we even got you here, I pulled what's called the rabbit spirit, and rabbit spirit's here to tell you now is your lucky time. It appears to lead you out of the dark and into the light and basically participate in a really fertile experience. Nadine, what are you picking up, love?
Well, the first thing that spirit says to me is moving, and but they're saying it in multiple levels. So there's this definitely a moving forward, but they also show me a fork in the road. So I feel that you could be moving in multiple directions. So the first thing they talk about is a relationship moving forward. So if you're in a relationship right now, that you're questioning, or you don't know what the next level is, or so the relationship is moving forward. If you're not in a relationship right now, it's coming. So the relationship part of your life is moving forward in a new direction, and it's a great direction. And the other thing is career wise. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm in a newish relationship of about 3 months, so it's sort of a divergent time to figure out whether we're moving forward in this direction or whatever. So it's definitely been on my mind.
Oh, perfect. So it says moving forward. So take it as you want. You don't have to, but that's what spirit is showing me, relationship moving forward. It also shows me career wise that you have two choices. So have you had two job offers or new job offers, or what is the change in direction in your career?
Well, I'm a writer, and I've been talking to this person for I've been talking to this guy for 4 months about writing his book, and it was I was going to go to Germany and work on it in summer, and then the offer was so kind of low and insulting. It's really, I mean, people always do that. They want somebody to communicate their ideas, but then they don't want to pay for it. And then there's this other possibility of, I met a director where I'm living, and there's something in maybe the TV world, but that's all, who knows?
It's all
I don't know. And then there's my own book, which is out there circulating right now.
This is probably why they're showing me the fork in the road, right? And the two different directions. And then they also talked about moving. So they're probably talking about Germany, right? Because you're just saying how you're getting an offer to move. So I would just wait and see, because the Germany thing might come back with a better offer for you. But I'm not sure if that's the direction you want to go into. It just might be something that's coming. So it's going to be a big decision whether to stay or whether to go. And so that'll be what it is, depending on what the offer is. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm not giving you much clarity, but Spirit's not giving me much clarity. They're basically just telling me what you already know. But there's going to be a lot of movement. That's what they just keep. So if things feel like they're kind of stagnant right now, nothing's really on the table, or it's coming. So it's going to come right away is how they're making me feel. So everything is going to become really clear right away, and you'll have to make decisions.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going back to Seattle. I'm definitely going back to Seattle. I've been in Mexico for 8 months. Going back to Seattle at the end of this month. And then I was going to meet this girl in Paris and then go on a week's vacation in Portugal and then hopefully the Germany thing. But that would only be 2 months over there. And then I have to decide whether I'm going to stay in Seattle or move down to Mexico, perhaps for this relationship.
Lots of movement.
That sounds exciting, but you've got to sit and get clear and feel what truly feels expansive to you, right? So tapping into that, what it feels like when you're in that moment.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but make money in something that obviously with the writing, but feel out of those options what feels the most expansive for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And tapping into that, because you know what it feels like to sit on a beach at a beautiful boutique hotel and feel like you're on vacation, and this is absolutely sexy and divine, and you love where you're at, and you get to do what you love. You get to write.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can tap into that feeling and feel what feels right to you with those choices, that's going to be your right choice for you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt, like with spirit, they're saying like, don't doubt. So
Yeah.
there's no doubt that you're going to make money writing.
Yep.
And that you're going to have these offers. And what they're saying right now is not to just get discouraged, because everything is moving forward, even with you moving around, right? Because they're saying, like the first word they said when they came out the gate was moving, right?
Yeah.
So you're moving forward in every direction, relationship, career, moving cities, whatever you're doing, everything has to do with moving. So if you're feeling stuck or stagnant, don't worry. You're going to be moving quickly into every direction. And it's all positive change, though. Everything is positive. So just like Sue's saying, follow your gut, follow your instincts, because
and also keep your intended outcome too. You've got to keep focused on that positive intended outcome, because otherwise, you change that frequency. You got to keep yourself at that high vibration. You know that, love.
Yeah. Yesterday and then this morning, I totally shrunk from this expanded space I've been in, because this whole offer thing is really disappointing and deflating. But let's see if you get any hits around this. It's one of the 10 church steeples I'm looking out upon. From my deck. Yeah, and actually this is I have this beautiful terrace, and it looks out over this town. It's called San Miguel de Allende, and there are all these jacaranda trees in bloom right now. And right before, when you were talking about birds, right in front of me is this huge, beautiful jacaranda purple tree, and there were hummingbirds buzzing about. Which my dad used to sit out on the porch and watch his hummingbirds.
Oh, so what a huge message from spirit.
But I feel your mom too. I feel your mom. I feel really strong.
Too. I feel mom too. Is your mom on the other side, or is it your grandmother?
Both my parents have passed.
I got mom too.
Mom,
I didn't pick up dad right away, but mom big time was coming through.
So I'm the whole left side of me, I feel it's like this. Timmy, I am so proud of you. You've got it. It's just this whole mother pride. Oh my gosh. She is so proud of you, and she is so excited for you. Do you feel that, Nadine? Wow.
Yeah, I do. One thing your mom especially, is saying to me, I'm sorry I left you so soon. So did she pass at a young age?
No, but she was
it quick from the time she got sick till she passed, or was it very fast?
No, it was a long Parkinson's, dementia. So she did kind of leave a little bit early in that sense. But I was 36 when she passed away, and I probably started when I didn't even realize it in my late 20s of her slipping away.
So she was slipping. So she left you in your 20s, basically slipping.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. She talks about you always having been a writer, always writing from little. You always enjoyed writing from little, but did you also draw as well? Are you an illustrator? Because she shows me you doing a lot of art. Pardon me?
Well, I just started doing that. I wouldn't say I'm very good at it, but I just kind of started doing it to give my thinking brain a rest.
Oh, awesome!
Yay!
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So she loves this. Your parents are so supportive, which is amazing, right? So they're very supportive of what you're doing, and they say that they're sending you all their luck, because they said there's a lot of luck involved. So they're sending you tons of luck. Is there an Irish connection with you, or something with Ireland? Because they just showed me a 4-leaf clover, and I'm not sure if that's about luck or if it has something to do with Ireland.
I am Irish, and yeah, both of them. Supposedly, I'm 100% Irish, but
no.
Yeah.
So you have the luck of the Irish.
And I pulled the rabbit spirit, which says now is a lucky time. Come on, people.
Here's one more thing. I self-published my book, believing that it would find its way out, and today it's actually, through serendipity and synchronicity, landing on the desk of the president of Random House, or one of the presidents of Random House.
Of course it is.
Yeah, so
Moving
Maybe
forward.
Wow.
maybe that's like scaring me in the back of my mind or something like that. And I don't know.
That's exciting. Well, we don't want to put fear in there, do we?
No, like your parents are saying, there's no doubt.
Nope, no doubt.
Spirit
no
saying
doubt, baby.
no doubt, moving forward. Luck of the Irish.
Come on.
The
That's
lucky
awesome.
rabbit. The lucky rabbit. Like, so the spirit is screaming at you right now. So everything's
listen.
gonna be
All right.
great. Yes. Good
Oh,
thing
all right,
you
I'll
called
do
in so we could tell you how lucky you are.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh,
All
that's
right.
awesome. Well, Tim, thank you so much for calling in. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we have Cindy from Florida. Thank you so much for holding on, Cindy. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to take you. Tim, thank you so much. Keep that intended outcome. You know the frequency that you need to stay in. Mom and Dad, they're all there with you, cheering you on. I'm cheering you on. Nadine is cheering you on. We love you. And when we come back, we'll jump on with Cindy. Thank you so much, you guys.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Time is funny. Sometimes it seems fast and other times slow. When it comes to time slots remaining on Alternative Talk 1150, time is running out. In fact, there are just a few primetime slots available. So if you want to host your own radio program, the time to call 425-653-1150 is right now. Nope, no time for excuses. Dial 425-653-1150 to find out how affordable it can be to host a radio show. Alternative Talk, we have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hi, this is Dr. Joe Dispenza. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a nonprofit organization called Give to Give. The Give to Give Foundation was created by a group of people who have studied my work or have participated in my workshops around the world. And by applying the principles of mind over matter and the mind-body connection, they've created outstanding changes in their lives or in their health, and they wanted to give back. The organization is dedicated to providing the proper resources to those people in need to gain the opportunity to learn exactly how to change their body or their lives. If you want to learn more about the Give to Give Foundation, or you know someone that needs help, or you simply want to make a donation, visit givetogive.com. Those who give don't always know how to love. Those who love always know how to give. Thank you.
Following the herd is fine until they lead you off a cliff. Think for yourself. Alternative Talk, 1150 a.m.
Yes, Berry Beret. Woohoo! I love me some Prince. Sorry for my singing, people, but here we go. Oh, thank you, Benny. Sue Lundquist here. It's the Gratitude Cafe. We are back. New perspective, new thoughts, new ideas, and of course, a new you. Please go to SueLundquist.com, sign up for the newsletter, get all the information there. If you want a copy of the readings that we do, if you want a copy of the show, you want to know about my online memberships, Facebook events, live events, transformational travel, all that good stuff. And of course, the beautiful Miss Nadine and how to get a hold of Nadine. We are taking calls. We actually have Cindy from Florida. So Cindy, welcome. I'm Sue. Please meet Nadine.
Hello, Nadine.
Hi, good morning.
So it's not Cindy. Benny and I played a little trick on you because it's Jess Bubico. How are you?
Oh, right. Oh my God. I went, no, what? Oh, I love this because I went, no, it's not. It's Jess calling. It's Jess. I knew it. Yes, I should have wrote it down. Oh my God. I love it. But I was saying, I don't know a Cindy, but I knew a Jess.
And we were just talking about that, Sue.
Yes. I love it.
Ladies, you are going to just have a moment when I tell you how many synchronicities have happened since I've been listening to your show. I literally wrote a list on my phone. So
Bring it, sister.
Because, yeah, and this is, I think, Sue, you and I talk about this a lot, and Nadine, I've listened to some of your shows, and it seems like you're sort of on this same page about really following the synchronicities, listening, and that's when you're in the flow. And so, number one, I was pulling into Walmart when I started listening, and Nadine talked about Walmart. Number two, I saw a bluebird in the tree today, and I was like, that's so weird. I'm in Florida. I've never seen a bluebird back here before. Number three, as I saw the bluebird, I was thinking about a hummingbird, and I was like, weird. There's no hummingbirds here. I wonder where a hummingbird will pop up today. And then Tim was talking about, he said a hummingbird. And then I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and could not sleep. And for some reason, I pulled out my journal and just wrote every thought I had in my head. And the thought I had was I was like, I want a Louis Vuitton bag. So weird. I haven't thought that since high school. And as I'm walking in to this other store, as I'm on with you ladies, I walk in and there's it's Stein Mart. They have an entire set of used Louis Vuitton bags that they're selling. And also I was thinking of Tim this morning because I'm like, should I get my book started? And then he called in before me.
Oh, wow.
So much goodness.
So much goodness.
You're on the right track.
You are.
Yes.
You know what's so wild? I know it's crazy to say this, but last night in my dream, it was kind of scary, but it wasn't, because there's these people are having a party outside my house and they were trying to break in, and I had the doors all locked and I was worried they were going to steal my Louis Vuitton.
Weird. I love it.
I was like, don't break into my house. I was protecting my designer bags.
I don't have a Louis Vuitton. Anybody out there can send me a Louis. I don't have a Louis Vuitton bag.
Put it out there. That's what I did. I put it out there. I was like, I wanted a Louis Vuitton so bad my whole life. That's all I wanted. Just one. Please, please, please. And same thing. I found it at a secondhand store, a consignment store. Nice. And it was brand new, but I never thought in my lifetime I would get to own one. But I put it out there every day. I thought about it, and sure enough, it manifested.
There you go.
So yes. Sue, you just got to throw it out there.
Bag.
Yes, I need a little shoulder one, nice little shoulder one, and I'll take a big one too. I'll take both, whatever. If I'm asking, I'm going to ask all the way. Miss Jess, my love, do you have a question, or what would you? I pulled a card before you even popped on, so I'm curious to see how this resonates. But go ahead, love.
Yeah, I'm in this space of letting go of. I keep trying with my business. On the way I've been running it, I have such a strong desire to continue with radio, continue with TV, and do things sort of in this unique way. And I was at this decision point this weekend where I'm like, I have to make a decision between if I'm going to continue. I don't have to, but I kind of did, because I was working with the coaches, and I'm like, what direction do I want to take? And I was realizing I feel like I'm forcing myself to try to do things the way other people are doing it, which is against really most of what I preach into the world. And so this morning I kind of surrendered and let it go, and then we had all this beautiful synchronicity. But my question really is around, I'm in this transition right now where I don't really know where the next few months are going to take me, and I'm just kind of flowing with it. So any guidance, honestly, around direction right now would be awesome.
Well, I love the synchronicity, because it sounded like Tim was kind of in the same boat. Lots of things in the air, keeping your intended outcome and getting really clear on what feels expansive and value to you, right? That's the practicality and the discernment. So just taking some time to really feel into that and because you know what it feels like when you're on. And if you can tap into those choices and say, do I feel on, or am I, kind of covered with a little fear or doubt, or, really kind of discern and figure that out. But you also know with that 3D, you've also got to keep, as soon as you get clear, keep that intended outcome focused so you can keep that frequency going, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So I love this. Nadine, did you have something to say? Because I was going to read about the card, or do you want to say something
the only
first?
thing I'm getting is you're blocking yourself. The way you're blocking, like, not to scare you or anything, but if you're feeling like there's a block or you're blocking yourself, it's because when you're manifesting or you're putting it out there into the world, you never have to really worry about the how. So Spirit is saying, don't worry about the how, just trust that it's coming. So just like when you're just, is the card say that?
Pretty much. Yep, pretty much.
So that's where the block is, because you're saying, like how you're saying, I'm doing my business, but I feel like I'm, you're doing what other people are doing, and that doesn't feel right to you. So like as Sue's saying, get really clear on how you want things the intended outcome. But don't worry too much about the how. Of course, keep moving forward, but don't worry about the how. And Spirit talks about you traveling a lot. So do you travel, jump around with your business already?
Yeah, I'm happily hoboing right now. So I'm literally just straight up traveling, kind of like Tim was talking about.
Awesome. This is good. So I see this continue. I do see this continuing, and I do see multiple job offers. So I'm not sure if you do things like short term or contract or what it is, but or just little projects, but I do see you moving project. So it's coming. It's all going to come together, just like how Tim was, but yours is coming together. You just have to let go of the how and trust, like how you're trusting today, all the synchronicities. Trust the synchronicities, trust Spirit to take you. Stay in that vibration.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
so I love the animal. Go ahead, honey. I'm sorry, Jess.
I was going to say, I'm so good at letting go and flowing and like, Sue, like just being totally in the moment of allowing. And then I have this tendency to see what other people are doing / like talk to other friends who are like, structure is everything and you should have a structure. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I should probably have a structure because everybody's saying that I should. And I'm like, no, my system works, so why not just go with it? It's so unconventional, but it's the way that it's been working, and it's the way I've been operating, so just go with it.
Yeah, and that's the openness and the contraction. Now there's openness, I'm following your intuition. I do the same thing, and I don't know if it's because we're soul sisters or the Aries in us or what that looks like, because I get people all the time saying structure, and I watch people in my life that have massive structure, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. No, can't do it. And I know, being a mom of 3 teenagers and having that, I had to place and put structure in, for practical reasons. But let me logic with you a bit here, and we're going to kind of put it in a different box. So when you're talking about business, there's got to be some logic and some structure in that so you can expand and do what you want to do. So yes, and I had to learn that, and I had to really hyper focus on that. It's not easy for me because I like to do the intuition and kind of go where Spirit leads me. However, if you are going to have those healers of the world, and I know it's not just you and me, darling. I know Nadine, there's plenty of other healers, people of the healing world, and the entrepreneurs that have this opportunity, I like to call it, to get yourself really clear and to set that foundation. Your company, if you want to expand it as an entrepreneur and to be able to sustain yourself financially as an entrepreneur, you have to have that foundation. The other stuff, and the team, allowing that team to come in and help you get that structure so you can have that sustained income. And then the other stuff you can do on your intuition like you've always done.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I think I just have my structure is not like the typical structure that there's structure to it. It just looks like a different kind of structure. You know what I mean?
Yes, go for it, girl.
The structure is very unique. Yeah, so So that's definitely helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So right on, and I'll take a picture of this and I'll send it to you. Your intended outcome. Have I done that before, where you kind of, it's the line up, and at the top you write your intended outcome, your goal, not a goal. I say intended outcome because that's actionable.
Mm-hmm.
Have I done that with you before?
No.
Okay. Well, I will send you a picture and I'll show you. Okay. So let me tell you about the bobcat, and then we're going to take Nels from Seattle. So the bobcat spirit comes in, and I love, because it's animal themed, and this bobcat's beautiful. I'll send you a picture of her. She's beautiful. The bobcat moves in, mysterious. And when the bobcat spirit appears to you, she brings powerful reminder that not all things in life can be explained or understood through the power of the intellect. Trying to figure things out, find logical explanations, or predict what's happening based on reason and facts will not provide you with the certainty and comfort you seek. Can you believe that? I love it.
I love it so much.
Bobcat,
don't let your friends tell you what to do. Yeah, don't let your friends influence you. You got this already. So just trust
in
yourself.
the great. And Bobcat's here to say, you trust in the great mystery and let the secrets of the universe reveal themselves to you through direct experiences. Those notes that you just wrote on your phone before you got to us. Those are your direct experiences and your validations. Allow the visions to slip into soft focus, and you will see between the lines and observe what is being hidden there all along. You got this, baby. Look at that.
So good. Thank you so much, ladies.
Oh, I love you, baby. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. And
love you, darling.
Take care.
Yes.
Take care. Yay.
All right. We got a quick few minutes. We got about... let's do 6 minutes, and we got Nels on the phone from Seattle. Nels, this is Sue.
Hi, Sue. How are you today?
I'm good, love. Please meet Nadine. How are you?
I'm well. I've talked to you guys before on the phone. It's so fun and tremendous. I'm calling you with a little bit of a heavy heart. I've been helping a gal with her alcoholism and meditating and everything, and also I know her boss at the restaurant where I go frequent and everything, and I asked him just to simply support her. He already knew she had an alcohol problem. Now she feels violated, and it's all based on love and kindness. And what should I do? Is there anything I can do to help her out further, or just walk away?
Oh, that's the codependency and enabling. Where are you at emotionally with all of this, sweetheart?
I'm concerned more about her than anything else, and anything I can do to help out.
So go ahead, Nadine. Was that you?
Is she helping herself in any way?
Yeah. Nels?
Yes.
Is she helping herself? Or I'm sorry.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so you and her, like, she has the same goal in mind for herself as you have in mind for her?
It feels like she wants to numb herself from life. That's what I'm getting.
So she's not really helping.
No.
The situation.
And what I'm talking about, Nels, is the codependency, you putting yourself before everybody else, and especially her. And this is, and we've had, and I think Nadine and I've had this conversation with other people. You want to love on them, and you can and you will from a distance, because you're not, the enabling aspect is not helping them.
And you have caregiver burnout. That's what I feel is caregiver burnout. And you know what? The thing is, you can love somebody, you can wish them the best, but you don't have to enable them, and you don't have to burn yourself out. And you can be their friend, and you can talk to them on the phone once in a while, but it is not your job to save her. That's her job,
honey.
Oh God, no, by no means. I simply was helping her with tools and making suggestions, such as meditating and finding her peace and things of that nature, recommending things to read.
And I think you're amazing for that. I think you did incredible. Thank you for doing that for her.
Oh, now absolutely. And actually, she got it in that, hey, if I want to move on in life from this horrible divorce, and have children and family, I have to improve myself.
Mm-hmm.
So then
it
maybe
feels
your
like-
work there is done.
Yeah, it could just be that simple, love.
But that's the feeling I'm getting. I feel like you've given her all the tools. I feel like how Sue's saying pulling away, I feel like your work there is done. That's my
Perfect.
feeling.
Just pull away and let things unfold the way they're supposed to unfold, and it is what it is.
Yeah, because now
and
you've handed her the reins, right? You've given her the reins, and now she's ready to go. What she does with it is what she chooses to do. But you are done. You're done.
Perfect.
Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you're done. You're burnt out.
Perfect.
You've given her everything that you could possibly give her. It's time for you to move on, and it's time for her to move on. And if she slides backwards, that's her journey.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not your fault,
There's
and
nothing,
that's not your problem.
Exactly, and I don't want to have anything to do with that. And then one quick, because this is a perfect segue, there is a young lady, her name is Melissa, that has come into my life, and I'd like to get to know her even more. What do the spirit guides have to say along those lines?
I just heard yes really loud.
Wow.
Yes,
Very
yes,
powerful,
yes. I
isn't
heard
it?
yes, 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 because you need to focus on your life and yourself even more.
Exactly.
So it's time for self-reflection. It's time to do things that you're passionate about, things you love. I also see you pulling back like from other people as well. It's almost like a time of isolation and new direction for you as well. That's my feeling, is that you're pulling back from anything that's toxic or negative. You got to bring your energy back in, get away from vampires or anything that sucks the life out of you, basically. So you're pulling back into yourself, and this is going to create amazing, beautiful, loving opportunities. And this woman's really good for you because she's a super positive person.
Oh my goodness, and she feels like there's a big age difference, but doesn't matter to me, and it feels like she's family. I've met some of her family members, and it just feels amazing.
Awesome.
And,
so you already know.
And Nadine, you forgot the big word, the B word.
Boundaries.
Yes, my love.
Boundaries.
That was my scariest word before, and now it's my favorite.
Yay! Boundaries, my love. Getting really clear, and you are such a loyal person. I think it's time. I know it's time that you turn that loyalty on yourself.
Oh, you're so right. Having passed away 3 years ago this summer and everything like that, it's always, I felt like I must give back for still being here. And now it's time to go introspective and from within and go from there.
And see what sheds out. No, go and see what sheds for you. Go ahead, Nadine.
I just had a quick question about you and angels. So is there a connection between you and angels? Like, do you pray to angels or angels around you?
Oh, my goodness. You're wonderful. Archangel Michael is with me every second. I pray all the time for safe passage for myself and everyone around. I thank Archangel Michael multiple times every day for safe passage. It's quite extraordinary.
I got goosebumps over my whole body. That's so exciting. You know what? I'll tell you why how Archangel Michael sent the message.
Hey, love, we got about a minute. You got to go quick.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because he wants to send his love to you, because it's a sign that he's with you and he hears you. Because right now I'm staring at an angel picture in my house, and I actually saw a little tiny cherub footprint on my wall.
Wow.
So like a little tiny baby cherub footprint. So it just means that the angels are all around you.
It's quite extraordinary. I can feel them too. I can feel Gabriel and the whole gang. And
yes.
Pull them in.
And there's little baby ones around you. So whatever that means, there's like little ones, cherubs as well. So I don't know if there's
it feels like
babies.
I may have a family coming out here.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. There might be babies coming.
All right, guys, we got to wrap it up. Nels, thank you so much, love. Keep in touch. Miss Nadine, I love you, darling. Thank you so much for all of you out there. I do. I love you so much. I'm off to Spain, my loves. I'm going to go meditate and help people heal themselves with Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you guys want more information about this show and, of course, the wonderful Nadine, go to SueLundquist.com. You can find all the information about Nadine on the Facebook page. She's the only one and only Nadine Greca out there. I love you guys. Until next time, each of you are a gift. Get out there and share yourself with the world.
If you like the show, help more people find us by adding your review of the show on iTunes. The more reviews we get, the more people we can reach with this inspiring message on the Gratitude Cafe. Simply search for Gratitude Cafe in iTunes, hit subscribe, and add your honest review. It would help us immensely and we'll be forever grateful. It's one of the best ways you can give back to the show with your review. Thanks for tuning in to the Gratitude Cafe. Don't forget, every week is a new show, and you could submit your questions at SueLundquist.com/Gratitude Cafe. The show goes live at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Seattle on Seattle's Alternative Talk AM 1150. You can also call in to the show at 425-373-5527 or 888-298-5569. Find the live streaming link at SueLundquist.com/Gratitude Cafe. We'll see you next week. The preceding audio was via a Skype call.